I think it's safe to say that we are all aware, that we are all well aware that California is facing a severe housing shortage. And this shortage isn't just an urban problem. Many agricultural areas in our state also face a housing crisis. In rural Monterey County, 1 in 10 students are homeless. And in fact, we have 12 schools in Monterey County where 1 in 5 students are homeless. And at Sherwood Elementary School in Salinas, that number is nearly 4 in 10. We have families living 14 people to an apartment, and others are sleeping in cars or under freeway overpasses. California's housing shortage has been particularly tough on our farm workers. Farm workers are the backbone of California's agricultural economy, and together with our family farmers, they work to bring the freshest produce to market and certainly do their part in helping feed the entire country. Yet there are not enough affordable, decent places for them to live, and this is unacceptable. AB 1783 creates a streamlined process to build farm worker housing on agricultural land, sets quality standards to ensure that the new housing is dignified and family-friendly, and puts safeguards in place to protect the environment. This bill also tears down local red tape that too often prevents rezoning of land to allow farm worker housing. Look, there is no silver bullet to solve this housing crisis, but AB 1783 is a significant step forward. It's a significant step forward for farm workers and their families. Essentially, this bill creates a toolkit for our farmers to use if they choose to use it. If they would rather not utilize it, they don't have to. I've spoken to local farmers who have thanked me for introducing this bill because they would utilize this tool. They would utilize this option. They've told me it would help to revitalize their business, to help them build housing for their workers that they care so much about. And as many of you know, I'm new to the California State Assembly. I'm new to the legislature. And as one of your newest colleagues, I think it's important for you to know that I can speak from experience when it comes to this issue. You see, my grandfather was a farm worker at Almaden Vineyards in Piscinas, California. I grew up in farm worker housing. I lived with 10 members of my family. Our housing complex was located right beside the vineyard where my grandfather worked. Our housing was very basic, but it was decent. Our small 2-room home gave our family the opportunity for a better life. But many farm workers then and now are not so lucky. AB 1783 will make a significant difference in the lives of those who work the fields like my grandfather did. And we must ensure that our current generation of farm workers, that their children also have the chance at a better life and a brighter future. And I want to thank Camila Chavez for being here today. She's a witness in support of this bill. Camila is the executive director of the Dolores Huerta Foundation. She's also the niece of Cesar Chavez and the daughter of the great Dolores Huerta. And being here in this room with her, working together on a farm worker housing bill is surreal. It's surreal because over 40 years ago, her mother, Dolores Huerta, traveled to Almaden Vineyards in San Benito County to help my grandfather, the man who raised my brother and I. She helped my grandfather secure equal rights in the fields and better pay to support his family of 7. Dolores Huerta negotiated my grandfather's first union contract and helped pave the way for my family to get out of the fields and into the classroom. If it were not for the work of Dolores Huerta, I would not be sitting here today as a member of the California State Assembly. This bill, 1783, continues the important work started by my grandfather, by other hardworking farm workers, to ensure that every resident in our state is treated with dignity and respect and given a chance to achieve the California dream. I implore each one of you on this committee to rise above politics, to cast a vote that will begin to address the crisis that our farm workers are facing across this state.